Hey folks, Mac T back again with a quick little product review of something I went out and spent my hard-earned money on. And as you can see, I got these bright yellow little wiry looking things, and they call them gear ties, and I'll put a link to where you can buy them online, but they sell them at Menards and other places. But I find these things are pretty handy for a lot of stuff, not just automotive wise, but of course at home. So I'm going to review what I've been using them for and tell you how long I've been using them. And I think they're a good product. They come in handy, and I'm going to keep these in my toolbox. Come in handy when you're doing brakes and stuff like that. But I did change out my fans. I didn't use these because I forgot them. So I just did what I had to do. But what you can do when you're working on your car, you see you got a hose or something you got to take in, of course, pull back and hold. You can take one of these things here and put it on this radiator. Let me show you here. And of course, if you're going to put it on the radiator, so you got to change the fan, you can take one of these gear ties here and just wrap it around nice and tight. And then you can pull it and you can have it go up over your windshield wiper or something like that. And then you just take and flop it over, and it will hold it. And you can make this thing as tight or loose as you want, and it will hold the hose back so you can work on it, everything hands-free. And then when you're done, all you do is just simply just release it and let the hose go back and undo it, and then you're done. That's all you got to do. So if you got to take and have something, you can wrap them up together. If you got to daisy chain them somehow, you can do that. These things will bend over and over again, and you can get a long one like that, and of course have something that you got to work with if you got to have something longer. But I've been using these things for 6 months for other issues that I will show you, and without fail they have not damaged. The wire hasn't broke. It's got a nice rubberized silicone covering over it and blunt ends so you don't poke yourself in the eye. And basically they're a good thing to have in your toolbox when you got to take and hold something back or wrap it up like extension cords. And I'll review what I use for the cords, because they make these in different sizes. So let's go ahead and look at what we do for the home use. Now, as you saw when I was outside, I was using that for automotive issues. Like I said, you can use it to hold up your brake calipers. You can use these things for a lot of different things. But what I do have is I carry, and when I do my work, I end up with this. And I have a Velcro on there. Now this Velcro, we all know Velcro is a great thing, but the problem is as it ages and gets used over and over again, it doesn't even stick. Okay? This stuff isn't even sticking to itself. So we're going to go ahead and show how this works. And I've been using this for a lot of different things, and this Velcro is no good, so I'll throw it away. But this is essentially what this is my computer power cord. And you can see it's in my bag. It's all, what a mess, you know. I'm trying to get stuff set up. People are waiting for me to get my work done, and you know, nothing worse than having to unfurl a mess, you know. So you want to get in there, you want to be professional and everything else, so you get your cords in order and look organized, because that's part of being professional, right? Being organized and knowing what you're doing. And that goes in line when I talk about mechanics. Look at their shop and how their shop looks. If they're organized, that means that they're going to do a good job on your car. In my belief, an organized mechanic is meticulous, and they will do a good job. Yeah, okay, some of you will say, oh no, I've seen disorganized mechanics do a great job. But how much time did they spend looking for tools and parts that they just threw on the floor, can't find? How much time are they wasting, say, jobs they could have been making more money? Yeah, so why not be organized? But I got these gear ties, as you can see, and they are a pretty good deal. Now, they got tons of different sizes, folks. All you have to do is look, and I'll put the website down below, but you take this little orange tie, and all you got to do, folks, and this is all I do with my cords, is you start it around the end, and then you just wrap it around, okay? You can reuse these things over again. Is that not a nice package. Okay, that is how you can use it, and that's how I've been using it for my cords and everything else. And you can do that for a lot of different things. Again, I got an old Velcro here. Look at that. That Velcro. I've been using this for a couple years and it's no good either. And of course, I'm going to trade that out, and I'm going to cut this one off if I can get it off here and get it taken off. Yeah, it wants to stick where I actually have it and I'm not using it. But of course, I get rid of that. So now on my other laptop, because believe it or not, I got 3 laptops. You know, I'm the type of guy that I got to have a backup. So I got this, and I usually tape them this way. This way I can fold this this way. But again, I can take this other tie, and now all I have to do is wrap it up. And there you go. Nice and easy that you can reuse these things over and over again. I've been using them for a lot of different things as far as laptops, power cords and everything. Here's a multi-pack of them. Yeah, you get all sorts of tiny ones in there. And I'm going to go ahead. I got a real tiny cord that I always do. So we have a lot of different sizes here. You even got the little tiny ones. Look at that. Little blue one, not very long. And you got, of course, you got a black one, the same length. Another black one. And then you got a green one. And then you got another bigger black one, and then the big orange and the black. So there's like 8 ties in here. But I have this little phone charger here that I've been doing stuff with. And, you know, the Velcro on it isn't very good anymore either. So I can just go ahead and cut that off. And I can then put the new ones on there, and I won't have to worry about it. Again, would this be a good one? Okay, little tiny cords. It's just a little charger that I use to charge my phone and everything else up with. So I don't need a real big one, and this little one here is a little too small. But this next blue one here is just the right size. Yeah, what does that Goldilocks says? The porridge was just right. Again, now I got it wrapped up. So these things can come in handy for a lot of different things. Large extension cords and everything else. How many of you remember these cables? Yeah? Sometimes I have to plug in at places with this, I think it's an RJ45 or something like that. Yeah, it's rare that I have to have it, but I like to be prepared. So again, I have that one, and I don't use it too much, but you know what? Always be prepared, right? You never know when a Wi-Fi goes down and then they say, okay, we got this one here. So I can take and use, in this case, I'll use the next bigger one because it's a bigger bundle. And again, I just wrap it up. And these things stay tight. I don't have to worry about them coming undone. And these wires are completely reusable and don't wear out virtually. So that's what I do. That's what I use these things for. And quite frankly, they're very, very handy for whatever you may need to have them. Not only automotive-wise, but at home and everything else. So, you know, this is essentially a product I found. I will say, having used it for 6 to 8 months now, for my extension cords for work and everything else, they have not broken. So I'm going to endorse this and say, folks, this is great stuff for your automotive needs and also for home needs. You can't beat it, and it beats the heck out of Velcro, folks. So this is MACT, and of course this is these gear ties. Yes, these gear ties are pretty good. So if you want to take and do it and buy these, I found them at Menards, but you know, you can order them online. And of course, I think they call them night lights or something like that. I'm not sure what they call them, but they call them gear tie. And just look up gear tie on the internet, you'll probably find it. But again, this is MACTFORDEDGE, and of course, this is my little endorsement on these things because I love them and I use them all the time. And by all means, join up here on Facebook, and of course, make sure you join the group. Facebook, MACTFORDEDGE on Facebook, folks. I cannot stress enough, we are the nicest group you'll run across. You know, people love this group, and of course, are joining it in droves. The growth is spectacular. So if you want your Ford Edge questions answered, that is the go-to spot on Facebook. And then, of course, YouTube, my channel that you're watching right now. Yes, like and subscribe the videos. And, of course, whatever you do, if you feel like helping me out a little bit to make these videos, to help pay for things, by all means, hit that donate button and the blue PayPal. And, of course, every little bit counts, folks. And I do use it to help fund what I'm doing here. And then last but not least, the Band of One's going to play some music, and then Mercy Girl's going to throw a couple one-liners at you. And remember, my feet hit the floor today, and I'm having a great day. And I want you to have a great day, too.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Girl production.